my business page to my regular page so other people can be able to see it as well. Hey, this is Candidly
Hi.
Coach K. I got the amazing Journey Freeman. We're going to get started in just a moment. So please stay tuned. All right. No, I need you to be quiet. I'm getting him situated, y'all, so he don't be bothering us. He watching Umi Zoomy. So he needs to stay still with Umi Zoomy and have this little snack. And we should be good for our 30 minutes. Here you go, honey bunny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Got it?
It's so funny. It's good.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Thank you all for joining in. So it is Teen Talk Tuesday. For those that are new to this, I love to speak to girls every Tuesday. We come on and we basically talk about teen issues. It's not just from the mouths of teens, but those that have actually gone through these experiences. So if you all have been paying attention, the past few weeks I've been speaking to some of my girls that are in college, that are transitioning from college or going into college, and the lessons that they've been sharing applies all across life. So it's not just dealing with college, it's not just dealing with high school. It will actually help you in every area of your life. So you want to join in every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, okay? So that I want to start off by saying make sure y'all come back and join us again next week. And then the next thing I want to say is I am so excited to have the amazing Journey Freeman with us today. Journey Freeman is actually a recent 2020 graduate from Sam Houston State University. Woo, 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 woo. And today she is actually going to talk to us all about. Hold on, let me change this. I'm on the wrong feed, y'all. Okay, my news feed. She's actually going to be talking to us all about how to actually have great work life and college life rhythm. Okay, that's what we're talking about, having great work life and college life rhythm. And before we even go into why we said rhythm versus balance, I'm gonna give Journey the opportunity to introduce herself and share a little bit more about what her degree is, and where she is on this journey. Go ahead, Journey.
Hi, my name is Journey Freeman. I'm a recent graduate of Sam Houston State University with a degree in public health. I am continuing my education in nursing. I am completing my application to UTMB for spring 2021. And I pray that God that, He leads my life and grant my acceptance.
Yes, of course he's going to grant your acceptance, girl. Let me just tell you. I'm so excited about that. So, as y'all heard, not only is she a graduate from Sam Houston State, she actually applied. She is in the process of applying for UTMB so she can continue on her journey of nursing. Woohoo! So let's celebrate her real quick. First of all, girl, that is amazing. You should definitely, be excited about this.
I am.
All right. Next thing. Okay, what is this whole new thing about room activity? Y'all listen. They did something new on they did something new on Facebook that I'm unaware of. Typically, I could just do a watch party, but now it's create a room, whatever that business is about. But it's happening now. We're on the right page. Okay. So now that we are streaming on all platforms, which I'm excited about, let's go ahead and dive into it, Journey. What does creating the right work life and college life rhythm look for you? What is that? Why? I'm sorry. Let me start again.
Yes.
What does creating the right work life and college life rhythm mean?
It means a lot. Essentially, college life and work life go hand in hand. You want to show responsibility in both aspects of your life. You can't give, like abundantly time to one thing. You have to balance the both. So, with education, you want to spend like more time with that because that's like where your future would, need to go. However, you have to pay attention to your work life because essentially that could be what's paying for your education or what's, giving you your meal.
Right. Because we all got to eat, right? Right. I completely appreciate that. And for those that just joined in, just so you know, today's topic is all about work life and college life rhythm. And the reason why we chose the word rhythm versus balance is because when you're trying to balance something, it's as if you're trying to say that you're going to give the equal amount of time to both. And that can be very difficult to try to do on a daily basis. But if you find the right rhythm with work life and college life, or even work life and personal life, when you find that right rhythm, you're actually going to have the movement and flow needed to be successful in all areas. So that's the reason why it's entitled Work Life, College Life Rhythm versus Balance. Okay, y'all? All right, so let's continue with our questions. Journey, tell us, why is it important to create this rhythm?
Picking up off what I said the last time, basically you don't want to give too much attention. You don't want to get sidetracked. You don't want to focus too much on work and fail in school, basically. Or you don't want to focus too much on school and do poorly at work, because work in school is, with school, you have the opportunity to mess up because you can retake a class. But in work, the next application that you put, you have to put, oh, I was fired from this job and the reason why. And then that follows you in your next hiring process. That's the difference between the both. And in order to achieve rhythm, you need to figure out what the goal is and basically be emotionally, mentally, and physically prepared to achieve both aspects of work and life. Work in college.
Right. That's good. So, Journey, tell us a little bit about some of the struggles that you faced while in college and doing work at the same time.
Well, just recently, I actually applied to Sam's and, I got a job at Sam's, and I was so involved in trying to prove myself at Sam's that I forgot I had 2 finals. And so like, oh, I can stay extra, and forgot that I had 2 finals that night. So then I ended up having to rush home to do those finals. I did the finals. I did pass. One class I made an A, one class I made a B, but had I better prepared myself for the class that I made a B in, then I probably would have been able to make an A.
I mean, that is really good, because when we think about, so many times people think, oh, you can just go to school, but not everyone actually has that opportunity to just go to school. Some people actually have to work. So, but like to what Journey said, she actually was working, but then she forgot about school and almost missed the final. I'm so grateful she didn't miss it. But, imagine if. So I'm happy to hear that you were able to not only have that experience, but learn from it. What was your key learning from that, to be honest? Let's say that. What was your key learning from putting work above your schoolwork?
Time management.
Huh?
Time management. Basically, it was time management. And normally I have a Blackboard where I write down all of my schedule for the week. Mm-hmm. And my finals was not written down. So then I didn't have, I didn't put it in my schedule. So then I was like, I'm free. So basically it's time management and scheduling issues that I learned from that.
Time management. Now, that's something that people deal with on a daily basis in everything. Not managing your time if you have a business, not managing your time as a mom, plus working, not managing your time, like with your spouse and the things that you're doing with your job, not managing your time, like across the board can be very difficult if you don't make time management a priority. So I appreciate you actually sharing that was your key learning. Time management, it is necessary for success. All right, let me just say hey to some people that are on. Hey, Dana, thank you for joining, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm saying hi to some people. We have people on from both YouTube as well as Facebook. So I'm just saying hey. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you. All right, now, Journey. Now, we know that when you go to college, you have the opportunity to either do like a work study program where you can work on campus, or you can choose to work off campus. Could you explain to our viewers what that looks like and how they should actually make that decision, choosing to work on campus or working off campus?
Okay, so ultimately the decision to work on campus and off campus is your decision. It depends on how equipped you are in yourself. So working on campus, they will work with your school schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You may get paid a little less depending on the job that you make, but ultimately they work to make sure that you're okay to handle school and work at the same time. Working outside of school, basically, you work on their terms. They tell you when to come in, no matter like what time it is. They're all about them and the process of how the store runs or how the place that you work at runs. They're not exactly focused on your ability to complete in school.
Right. I think that that's a really great point that you just made because, I don't think girls really, like students, understand that. Working on campus, even though you may not get paid as much as working off campus, they are there to make sure that your work life is not affected by your school life, or your school life is not affected by your work life. So they work around your school schedule. Now, when you choose to go get an off-campus job, they don't care about if you in school. They could care less. They could care less about what's going on. What they care about is that you fulfill the schedule that they gave you. That's all.
Exactly.
So it's so important to know the difference and then being able to make that decision based upon knowing those differences. I love that Journey said that, it's ultimately your decision, but you have to know what you're able to do and what you're not able to do. You have to know. Don't chase the money. Know what's best for you. So some are able to actually work off campus and actually, not have it affect their schoolwork, but some are not. And it's okay either way. Like, one is not greater than the other. It's about knowing what's best for you and then doing that thing. So I love that you made that point, Journey. Absolutely. Absolutely amazing. All right. So now let's go into, how did you reduce the stress from having like work life and college life? What are some of the things you've done?
So basically what I did is I planned out my day. So you don't just want to be in work mode or you don't want to be in school mode. You want to actually have time off from both areas. You want to dissociate yourself from work life and school life because that's how you have fun. And then you're able to be like, oh, my life is in a balance, essentially, because you are able to have school time, you're able to have work time, and then you're able to have play time.
Yeah.
So you just need time to yourself. You need to schedule time to yourself, whether it's by yourself or whether it's hanging with friends. Whatever it is, you need to do something that takes your mind off of whatever it is. You can also get involved in school activities. I got involved into a group called Night of Vision. It was basically a dance group, and that helped me because it was a women empowerment group as well. But they like to dance, and those are two things that I enjoy doing,
Yes.
empowering women and also dancing. So then you have that.
Yes, 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 yes. I think that you made some key points too. Y'all see today he's testing my patience. That's what he doing, just so y'all know what's going on in the background, okay? With these beach balls. But no, I do believe that it's so important for girls to know that it's okay for you to have fun. Like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, but have, the opportunity to create those things that are actually going to help you be successful all across the board. And you do need to know how to be sociable as well, because that's going to, build more things for you. It actually teaches you how to network, building those relationships and stuff like that. And it plays a part into what you do with school as well as what you're doing with work. So I love that you said that as well. I love that you said about, like, have fun. It's okay to have fun. Now, don't let the fun override the priorities, but definitely have some fun. And I love that group that you said you were a part of, Knights of Vision. Um,
Yes, it's vision.
yes, being able to do some of the things that you love. So she found an organization that was going to empower her, and they also did things that she liked doing. So it reduced stress. So I think that that's really great too. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anything else you wanted to add? Do y'all see these legs back here? Or, I mean, Creedy, no, sir. No. Sit down. You're going to hurt yourself. Sit down right there. Sit down. No, sit down right there. Thank you. Don't move. Understand? You're not going to get your popsicle if you don't sit down and be still. You got it? Okay. So I need you to put the beach balls away.
Also, I would like to add that.
Go ahead.
Like to add that even if an organization or a group is not for you, if you decide to, you know, go to a party or anything of that nature, that everything you do is you become socially aware.
Yes.
Basically, you're on your own. When you go to college, you're on your own. You don't have your parents, so they're not able to guide you. So then you have to use what they instilled in you to move forward in your journey of college. So if you would like to go to a party, you just you you watch everything. You watch everybody, even the people that you came with. You just watch them. The first time you go out with them, you don't overindulge or anything
Mm.
like that. You watch
Say
everybody and
that.
you make sure that they are the type of people that will look out for you. So if you have the opportunity and you feel like there is a time where you need to overindulge, you have people that you trust to go out with.
Right, right. I love that you said that, like paying attention to your surroundings. That's necessary
Mhm.
if you're on campus or off campus, whatever you're doing. Making sure that you're always paying attention to your surroundings because let me tell you, you may not be paying attention, but somebody paying attention to you.
Exactly.
Always, 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 always. And with that, when you were making sure that you pay attention to your surroundings, like, did you make sure to hang with the same people or, like anything like that?
I hung with the same people. And if I tried to, try something else, I just made sure that day that I didn't do too much or didn't do anything at all. Like I didn't indulge in anything alcoholic or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just made sure that I was in my right state of mind to,
Stop,
be
boy. Sit
with the
down.
people who are going to, be able to protect me and look out for my best interests at heart.
Right, 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 right. I remember a few weeks ago, we had one of the girls that were talking about, how it's important to know who truly are your friends because not all of them on campus going to be your friends, even though they try to become your friend. And I believe that that's a part of the process
Yeah.
when building those relationships and being socially aware and making sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings, and then you get to know like-minded people, and those are the people that you want to continue those relationships with because you know that they're going to have your best interests at heart as you would for them. So I think that that's a really great key to be able to share with the girls as well. So thank you for that. What would you say are your top 3 tips to great work life and school rhythm?
Okay, first and
Stop it
foremost,
now.
you need to
Sit
be
down.
determined. You have to be
No.
determined for success. So being determined for success means that you want to, advance yourself. You're not settling for less. So you need determination. Then you need dedication, because there are going to be times where things get hard, where you would like to, give up, or like you would want to settle. Dedication will not allow you to settle. And you also need time management to balance everything that's
Mm-hmm.
going on in your life, whether it's work, school, and playtime, or just work and school, or whatever. You need time management, you need dedication, you need determination, and you also need faith in God, or faith in
Yes.
yourself.
Mm-hmm. I think
You
that
need
that's really
faith
good.
in order to get you through whatever you're going through, because every chapter is a lesson. Whether you learn multiple lessons or you have less lessons, each chapter is a learning tool.
Yes, 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 yes. So let's recap again. So number one, determination, right?
Yes.
Making sure that you have determination is going to be a great tip for you to have that work life and that college life rhythm. Number two, making sure that you have good time management. Like, I don't know how many times we got to say that through this whole thing. Time management is key, y'all. Write stuff down. Get a planner. Document everything. People who know me know I document everything. Everything. Conversations, meetings, everything. I document everything. So, making sure that you're documenting everything so you can know when things are due, so you can know like what your schedules are for work, your schedule for school, different things that are going on a school calendar that you want to be a part of, because then you can make sure that you request the time off that you need too. So, like all of that, the events that are going on for your organizations that you're a part of. These are all things that should be managed appropriately through utilizing some type of tool, to help have great time management. And lastly, like Journey said, you need faith in God, because without that, it don't matter what you're going through. You're not going to make it. Right?
Exactly.
Did y'all get them tips? Y'all need to definitely write them down. I got to keep picking up my phone because Creed dropped it, y'all. So absolutely, yes. So did y'all get all three of them tips? They good. Do a high five or something in the chat so I can see that you got it. Yes, awesome. Okay, I'm seeing the little hearts go up. Good. This is really good. Thank you for that, Journey. Okay, now once again, excuse my child in the background, y'all. Okay. Now, the next thing that I wanted to ask you, Journey. So, being a graduate of Sam Houston State University, I'm sure there's plenty you learned in your years there, right? I would love to hear, like I do this thing where I do like a letter to my younger self. What would I tell her? I would love to hear, what would you tell your freshman self as now a graduating graduating class of Sam Houston State University? What would you tell her, girl?
Be more focused.
Uh-huh.
Just more focused. Value the opportunity that you have. You don't necessarily have to take everything so serious, but there are things that you should take more seriously than other things, such as class. And I say that because professors, depending on the professors that you have, they don't care whether you succeed or whether you fail or not. I haven't personally failed a class, but I know there are classes that I could have done better in, and I've made mistakes in that way. So it's up to you to determine your success. So when it always comes to school, you should take things seriously, but there are times where it doesn't necessarily have to be as serious as it needs to be.
Got you. So stay focused and
Yes.
staying focused, and that's really just staying focused on what your ultimate goal is, right?
Yes. That's basically
I have this little
your degree.
saying. I sing my little mantra that I started like many years ago. It's on my very first YouTube video. I say, focus on what your purpose is and be determined to fulfill it. That is what she's talking about. And I love that that's something that you would tell your freshman self, because now you're transitioning to something else.
Yes.
It's still continuing. So, and being in the nursing program, girl, that takes some serious focus and dedication, right?
I know, and I'm prepared. I feel like I'm more prepared than I would ever be because I've had, I did collegiate, so then that prepared me for college, but then I did college and that prepared me for now. I feel like it's a great experience. I'm not like, okay, I've gotten all my, partying out of the way basically. So now it's like I'm able to focus on what I need to focus on to, do what I ultimately want to do.
Right, right. And and with you saying that, I just want to first like commend you for choosing the nursing field because I say it all the time, not all heroes, not all superheroes wear capes, and nurses are definitely superheroes to me. And with that, let's give a shout out to your mom because she's working the front line right now, and if it would not be for people like her, there would be so much going on, like especially in the situation that we're going through right now with COVID. And she's on the front line. So shout out to you, Erica. Anything you would like to say, Journey?
She is the reason why I want to do what I want to do. She comes home, she's excited, to work with patients and, help people, and that's just something that I want to be a part of. That's something that I feel like will benefit me in a great way, and I'm excited for what my future holds.
Yes, 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 yes. That's phenomenal. I'm so happy to hear that. I definitely feel that your mom should be highlighted, and to say you're basically following in her footsteps because she has inspired you. So that's really, really great. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, girl. Now, you gave your advice to your younger self, right? What questions do you have for me? Do you have any questions in reference to like work life rhythm or anything? What question?
I want to know how you balance the. Didn't you just recently get your degree?
Girl, yes. I'm steady doing something. People ask me that all the time. What do you do? How do you make it work? I don't know. I ain't gonna even lie. For me, a lot of the things that you said is exactly what I do. I'm huge about time management, making sure that I write everything down. I'm one of those, even if I'm having like, say I hit somebody up on Facebook. They're doing something that I like and I would love to talk to them about it. If they say yes, hey, we can chat at this time, I immediately go to my planner and write it down, because if I do not have it in my planner, it's not gonna happen. So one of the ways that I actually have a great work-life rhythm is through time management, writing everything down. I've had people laugh at me. They was like, girl, you really schedule for... Yes, I schedule for everything. I schedule for playtime. I schedule, okay, we're going to go outside. I schedule everything because that's what helps me. And when you find out what works for you, you have to do it. So time management is really huge for me. And then the other thing that helps me with creating the right rhythm is understanding my why I'm doing what I do, as if regardless if it's single motherhood or teen talks or like through my nonprofit or through my for-profit. Knowing my why for every single thing is what keeps me going, because I said this on a call I was a part of last week. For me, legacy is not about in the things that I do. For me, legacy is about how what I've done actually live on in others. And if I'm not impacting people through seeing them do some of the things that I've taught, if I'm not impacting people through seeing their work go on, then I've done nothing at all. So knowing my why and time management is how I'm able to have a good work-life rhythm.
Knowing my why, that was powerful. I need to write that. I need to live by that. I like that.
Yeah,
so much.
It's so important to know your why. Let me tell you, I'm not one of those people that like to do stuff haphazardly. I'm not one of those people that like to do it just because you told me to. I've had people like try to, you're like, you should be a part of this, you'll be great in this, because you're great at talking. I don't care if I'm not passionate about, this specific thing. If I don't have a why attached to it, I don't care what you think I would be great at. It's not actually going to be great for me. So I have to know my why, and I always challenge other people to know their why, because your why is what is going to keep you going forward, no matter what the day brings. So no matter how hard the days are, no matter the struggles that you may face, no matter, the days where you just don't want to do it no more, the days where you're exhausted mentally, the days where your heart is just like, oh my gosh, I can't take no more. Because for those that know me, when working with teens, I take on a lot of what they go through. And sometimes it can be very, very stressful. But because my why is greater than my stress that I deal with, I will continue. So know your why. You got the why, you keep on going. Don't matter what. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. I saw some little hearts. But yes, that's the reason. That's what helps me have good work-life rhythm. And honestly, Journey, it's not always going to be like, you have to know that it's never going to be perfect. Like I tell people all the time, I fail daily in some area. I do. But that's what keeps me humble. There would be no reason for humility had I been perfect or a master of everything. What would I need God for? So, there's no perfect work-life rhythm. Rhythm requires movement. So you got to constantly be moving to figure out what's going to be great for that specific season that you're in and keep it moving. That's really it. So that's all I would have to say about that. I hope that answered your question.
That answered my question, and it helps me knowing my why is how I'm moving forward in my life.
Yes. So listen, now that you're gonna go and figure out what your why is, I'm gonna text you and be like, so you figured out your why, girl? Tell me what it is, so I can hold you accountable. Yes.
I know, and I'm looking forward to that text. I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna think on it tonight, and I'm gonna answer.
Awesome. I'll text you tomorrow. All right. Okay, so now wrapping up, let's make sure we don't have any questions lingering. Does anyone have any questions for Journey? People are just saying they're proud of you. Great conversation. This is good. Love hearing it from the younger's perspective. Awesome. This is really helping me for when I go to school. I'm looking at the comments. This is really good. Thank y'all for sharing that. Okay. So while Journey plans to give us her scripture, if you have any additional questions that have not been answered in reference to how she balanced work life and school life, well, really not balanced, but how she created the right rhythm for work life and school life, put them in the chat right now. And while you're doing that, Journey, tell us, what's your scripture or your quote that you stand on that helps you to be able to create that work life, school life rhythm?
I know it might be a cliche, but Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, is my scripture, because I have done it. I prayed. I've had nights where I didn't study for exams that I passed, and I feel like I shouldn't have, but I know I prayed before I went and took those exams, so it was nothing but God. But I can do all things that I put my mind and that I put Christ in, it can be done.
Yes. Yes. Listen, that's good stuff. I love it. That's good stuff. Everybody can say that's their favorite scripture and that's the scripture they stand on. I'd be like, okay, girl, because you know what? I use that all throughout my college life and I continue to use it today, and that helps me. Okay, look, we have some questions. Let me make sure I answer them. Okay, Beverly said, good job. Well done, Journey. Dana says, how does she hope to be an inspiration for up and coming college students?
So I hope to be an inspiration. I just want to share my story and what I went through. I hope that other people will learn. Really, what really helped me is doing collegiate. I did 2 years while I was in high school. That was my trial and error because it didn't really you know, impact my, well, it did impact it in a great way. Like I wasn't, able to get scholarships because I wasn't mature enough to handle the college life at the time. That's what I feel like. But it helped me, become a stepping stone. So then I knew when I got to college that, college wasn't a game. It wasn't like, something to be played with. It's your future. So I hope to be an inspiration by telling my story, telling people that I was in high school and I messed up when I was in high school taking college classes. But now that I actually went to college, I understood the importance and, understanding time management and dedication and determination, and getting me from one chapter to the next chapter.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I do believe that when we share our stories, it inspires those that we don't even know. So I love that you are willing to be transparent about your story because so many times people want to share just the end and they don't want to share the in between, the ugly parts. They don't want to share what they have done wrong, the fails. They just want to share the success, and that's not always helpful. Be transparent with your story. It helps more people. So I appreciate that. All right. Anyone else have any questions before we wrap up? I'll make sure. Okay, they're just saying great job. Great job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So as I'll give them last opportunity to type in, I just want to say to you again, Journey, I'm looking forward to your next steps. I know you're applying for UTMB. I do believe that you're going to get in and it's going to go exactly as you plan. And, God's got you through this. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the work that you've done. I'm so proud of, you're continuing to move forward no matter what. And I'm going to say, because so many times people don't recognize, those students that have to work while going to school. And when you have to do both, because not everyone does, there are lots of students that don't have to work while they're in school. But when you choose or you have to do both and, you gain the learnings that you need to and you continue to press forward and move forward and still graduate and still, continue to move forward, it's something that should be celebrated because it requires so much out of you. School alone is hard. Work alone is hard. Mm-hmm. Putting them both together, just saying. It's definitely something that can be challenging. So I just want to recognize you for that and say great job. Keep up the good work. You are inspiring plenty out there. Don't give up on your dreams. There's so much more to come from you. And I cannot wait to come back and share with the people tomorrow what your why is.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you being on, making sure I don't miss any more questions. Okay, no, they're just saying great job. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Thank you all that chose to, join in today and hear about creating work life and college life rhythm. If you know anyone that needs to hear this message, please share it with them. The replay will be available on both YouTube as well as my Facebook page. And just so you all know, we meet every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. there's a different teen, there's a different young lady, an adolescent that comes to share her story on a specific topic. And it has been truly inspirational. And I'm just happy to have these young women come along every week and be willing to be transparent. Oh, look, they said Hopewell Baptist Church is proud of you. I love Hopewell.
Thank you.
They say they are proud of you, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love them. Ooh, I miss y'all. That's a good church, y'all, if y'all in that area. Texas City area. Y'all should go and visit Hopewell. Just saying. All right. Thank you so much, Journey. You have an amazing day, you all. Thank you for joining us. And be sure to join us next week where we're going to have a new team talking about a new topic. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
Bye.